It is a continuation of the story. If you hadn't watched the previous chapter, go and watch some fast understand the story link in the description. Yang Zhentian's eyes narrowed slightly as he said, I have watched your martial arts college entrance exam video. Your combat skills are indeed very strong, and your marksmanship has also reached an advanced level. But before that, I want to see your S-rank ability, the Purple Heaven Divine Thunder, with my own eyes. Su Jingming nodded. Okay. With a deep breath, he focused his energy, and a faint purple glow began to emanate from his body. The purple lightning burst forth from Su Jingming's body, enveloping the surrounding area in a brilliant, electrifying glow. The air crackled with energy as the lightning danced and swirled. Yang Zhentian's eyes gleamed with interest as he thought, this is the S-rank ability, the Purple Heaven Divine Thunder. Although I also have a lightning element ability, the Wind Fire True Thunder. The fundamental gap between an A rank and S rank is impossible to bridge. He gazed at Su Jingming with discerning eye. If this child diligently polishes his skills, his future achievements may not be below mine. Yang Zhentian's gaze locked onto Su Jingming as he said, Su Jingming, with your ability and potential, becoming my disciple is naturally not a problem. However, I've walked through half my life, and I've made many friends, but also many enemies. If you become my disciple, it's hard to guarantee you won't be affected, and some of my enemies might even attack you. His eyes searched Su Jingming's face. I wonder if you are still willing? Su Jingming bowed down, his voice firm as he said, this disciple is willing. In his mind, he thought, what I admire most are high-level ability users who grew up in the midst of bloody struggles. The more enemies you suppress and kill, the more it proves the teacher's powerful combat ability. Yang Zhentian's face broke into a wide smile as he started laughing. Good, good. From today, you are my 32nd disciple and my first S-rank disciple. Yang Zhentian gazed at Su Jingming and said, get up. As Su Jingming stood up, Yang Zhentian retrieved a stack of cultivation books from his storage space and handed them over. This is the top-tier ability training method, extreme ability training method, and the body-tempering combat technique, Thunder Indestructible Body, created by your master. Su Jingming took the books in his hands and thought, it's a body-tempering combat technique that can strengthen physique. Compared to ordinary combat techniques like Lightning Gale Break, this is far too precious. Yang Zhentian said, the ability training method, needless to say, is one of the only 3 top-tier ability training methods in the school. The highlight is a body-tempering combat technique, Thunder Indestructible Body, which embodies your master's lifelong efforts. It has been duly certified by the Thunder Martial Arts Hall and the Tyrant Bear Martial Arts Hall, and rated as S-rank. Su Jingming's eyes widened in shock as he thought, S-rank combat technique? Just like ability ratings, combat techniques also have their own ratings. The higher the rank, the more difficult to practice, but the stronger the final combat technique will be. Su Jingming gazed at Yang Zhentian, his thoughts racing with admiration. Most 7th-level masters are doing well if they can create an A-rank combat technique, but Teacher Yang not only created an S-rank combat technique, but it's also a body-tempering one, the most complex type that involves the mysteries of the human body. His martial arts talent is simply terrifyingly high. Yang Zhentian explained, this Thunder Indestructible Body is only suitable for lightning element ability users. It has 13 levels. With each advancement, the physique will undergo a corresponding transformation. However, to cultivate it, you must first become an ability user. Yang Zhentian gazed at Su Jingming and said, go. Once you advance using the extreme ability training method, come back to me. At that time, your master will personally help you to build the foundational basis for the Thunder Indestructible Body. Su Jingming bowed down towards Yang Zhentian and said, thank you, teacher. He thought to himself, as expected, it's much better to have a mentor's guidance. Otherwise, if I relied only on myself, I don't know how many detours I would have to take. Yang Zhentian watched Su Jingming leave and thought to himself, I've only cultivated a Thunder Indestructible Body to the 10th level, and the remaining 3 levels have been a bottleneck to progress. In case I'm unable to reach the peak of the 9th level Martial Saint in this lifetime, you will be the greatest hope to prove this technique. Because according to my speculation, if you cultivate it to the final level, your physique can truly achieve eternal and indestructible. A hint of expectation and trust flickered in his eyes as he gazed in the direction Su Jingming had departed. As Su Jingming walked out of the mansion, the warm sunlight enveloped him, and a gentle breeze rustled the leaves of the surrounding trees. Su Jingming saw Tan Mingyang and asked, "Senior Tan, what happened?" Tan sighed. "Don't even mention it. See that guy in the living room just now? He is Senior Lu Dean Yang's disciple. I have to defeat Senior Lu using only 1/10 of his combat power to meet the apprenticeship criteria. I'm afraid it's hopeless for me in this lifetime." Ten looked at Su Jingming and asked, "By the way, you failed too, right? Do you need me to pass on some of my experience?" Su Jingming smiled and said, "No, thank you, Senior. I have already passed." Tan's eyes widened in surprise, and he stared at Su Jingming with a mixture of shock and curiosity. Tan's face turned red with shock and anger as he stared at Su Jingming, his mind racing with thoughts. "Wow, you really succeeded? I've never heard of a dean-level mentor accepting a disciple before the freshman competition. Is he the principal's son? His appearance doesn't look like it. Just who is this person?" Su Jingming sat cross-legged on the training platform. His eyes closed as he focused on his inner energy. The dimly lit training room was quiet, with only the sound of his steady breathing breaking the silence. Su Jingming thought to himself, as expected of a top-tier ability training method, the primordial energy sense is far more than what a medium-level training method provides. Since I've already mastered this training method, then there's no need to practice step by step. I'll just add points and directly advance. Su Jingming opened his system screen and navigated to the attribute allocation page. With a swift decision, he added points to Awakened. Su Jingming's body began to tense up, and he gritted his teeth in pain as his meridian struggled to accommodate the surge of energy. Suddenly, his hand tightened into a fist, and a powerful energy wave rushed out from his body, causing the air to ripple and distort. The training room's walls shook, and the sound of crackling energy filled the air as Su Jingming's awakened level continued to unlock new potential within him. Su Jingming let out a deep breath. "Phew, I broke through." He opened his system screen again, and his eyes gleamed with excitement as he saw the update. Awaken ability user. First tier, lower rank. Su Jingming stood up, his eyes shining with excitement as he gazed at his hand. Little sparks of lightning danced around his fingers, and with a wave of his hand, a bolt of purple lightning shot out, striking the exact point he had aimed at. Su Jingming clenched his fist, feeling the surge of power coursing through his veins. As expected of a top-tier ability training method, he thought, I can feel the power and abilities within my body have at least quadrupled or quintupled. If I were to encounter the second-tier bloodthirsty tyrant bear again, I probably won't even need to use my spear. My thunder could likely defeat it. Su Jingming gazed at the screen, his eyes widening in understanding. No wonder ability users all want higher-level ability cultivation methods, he said to himself. If I had used the Abyssal Sea ability training method to break through, my vitality and spirit would have only increased by 30 or 40 points at most. But now, I've increased it by almost 100 points in one go. The gap is truly immense. Su Jingming walked towards the table, his mind still processing the breakthrough. The advancement only cost me 300 ability points, he thought. I need to save the rest. I'll reserve sufficient amount of ability points for future combat technique learning. Su Jingming placed his hands on the sides of a book, his thoughts drifting to the Thunder Indestructible Body technique. For example, this Thunder Indestructible Body is even more important than a training method, he mused. As an S-rank combat technique, its power increases, but the consumption of ability points also rises sharply. I wonder how long it will take to fully comprehend it. The scene shifted the next day at Yang Zhentian Mansion. Yang Zhentian, in shock, said this so fast. Yang Zhentian's eyes narrowed slightly as he gazed at Su Jingming, his voice laced with a mix of surprise and scrutiny. As a teacher, I've taught at the Magica University for 20 years and have seen countless geniuses, he said. Even the best among those geniuses took quite a bit of time to transform into an ability user. But you From the moment you got the manual until now, it's been less than 24 hours, hasn't it? Su Jingming chuckled humbly. Perhaps the only thing to be proud of is the speed of my advancement. When I tried to cultivate my master's 100 indestructible body, even the introductory part of forging the foundation was already a challenge. Yang Jintian's eyes lit up with interest. Oh, the so-called forging of the foundation is the process of using the blood of a lightning element ferocious beast as a guide and one's own lightning ability to temper the muscles and bones. And the final strength of the thunder indestructible body is closely related to the grade of the lightning element ferocious beast blood used to forge the foundation in the beginning. Su Jingming's eyes widened in shock as Yang Jintian's words hung in the air. Since you have successfully advanced, I will help you to forge the foundation of the thunder indestructible body today. Yang Jintian's words painted a picture of immense opportunity and resources. High-level lightning element ferocious beasts are extremely rare, he explained. I was originally going to prepare the essence blood of a 7th-tier storm giant bear that I killed myself back then, but I heard from Zhang Chao that you can receive one S-rank resource every year, so I made a decision for you to combine the two and pleaded with the principal for a SS-rank resource, the essence blood of an 8th-tier ferocious beast, the Thunder Tyrannosaurus. Su Jingming's face lit up with gratitude. Teacher, you, my teacher, and the principal were able to go to such lengths for me. It's immense kindness. I will surely repay it many times over in the future. Yang Zhentian placed a firm hand on Su Jingming's shoulder, his expression serious and encouraging. It's good that you have that thought, he said. Let's not delay, let's begin now. The scene unfolded in the training room, where Yang Zhentian carefully poured a red liquid, the essence blood of the Thunder Tyrannosaurus, into Su Jingming's body. Su Jingming's face contorted in agony as the potent liquid coursed through his veins. His teeth gritted in a fierce determination to endure the pain. Yang Zhentian's voice was firm and reassuring. Bear with it. The essence blood of the Thunder Tyrannosaurus is highly toxic to low-level practitioners. The intense pain is normal. Yang Zhentian's eyes gleamed with a fierce intensity as he declared, Next, I will use my wind, fire, true thunder to forge the foundation of your indestructible body. How much you can absorb is entirely up to you. With a swift motion, he charged his energy into his hand, and a bolt of crackling wind, fire, true thunder shot forth, aimed directly at Su Jingming's body. The air seemed to vibrate with anticipation as the thunderbolt hurtled towards its target. The moment the wind, fire, true thunder hit Su Jingming, his entire body was enveloped in a fiery, crimson glow. Red lightning crackled and danced across his skin, as if the very fabric of his being was being reshaped by the intense energy. Su Jingming's face contorted in agony, and he let out a blood-curdling scream as the pain became almost unbearable. His body trembled and convulsed, struggling to absorb the immense power of the wind, fire, true thunder. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next chapter.